Hi guys, you're with me in my living room because Mercury decided to play some tricks on me and delete my entire reading again that was taken down at the beach. So if you guys are having issues with technical devices, with communication being dropped, with emails missing, with problems with other people not being understood, it's Mercury that's playing havoc with us right now. As you can see, I'm thrilled. And I'm trying to have a sense of humor. And I'm not sure why I'm even recording this tonight, because I should probably just do it tomorrow when I can be outside and be chill. But I'm going to do this, and I'm going to see how long this lasts, because I'm going to see if there's a reason Spirit wanted me to do it here. I had a lot of things that I had discussed with you guys. The first thing I wanted to bring up was the fox and the fox totem. We're going to talk about the fox totem in a second, but there's a difference between how you look at things and how they affect your life, which is probably going to be my own self smacking my head as I'm talking tonight, because I'm going to give myself my own lesson. Okay, so you look at a fox and you can say that a fox as a person is a sneaky, manipulative, lying, deceitful person. Or you can look at a fox and you could say that a fox is adaptable, cunning, playful, stealthy, able to quickly change direction. It's all in the way you look at it, right? It can be a wonderful thing or it can be a negative thing. It's kind of like that with everything. Whatever you look at, you can look at it in a positive light or you can look at it in a negative light. I'm going to bring you next to the pigeon. You talk about a pigeon. And a pigeon is somebody who is naive, somebody who's used, somebody who, somebody can pull a con over on a pigeon. They're not aware of what's going on. It's kind of like if they've got some kind of a con mastermind thing going on, that the pigeon is the one that they fool. Or there are carrying pigeons, and carrying pigeons are messengers, and they deliver back to a source, which can be a negative or a positive. Then there's the dove, and the dove is also a messenger, but the dove has a very different connotation. The dove has positive, love, peace, harmony. What's interesting is that the dove and the pigeon are the same family. So you can have two people, two ideas, both in the same organization, family, situation, both messengers, one being a messenger of light and one being a messenger of darkness. One is taking sneaky information back, manipulating and delivering it back to a source, and the other is staying to the light. Then you have the eagle, and the eagle is spirit. So the eagle, I posted on my video, on a video on my page. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, and there was a man that was feeding the eagles. And so here we have the eagle. We've got the eagle over here, and we've got the pigeon, and then we've over here, and then we've got the dove in the middle. So you've got the one in the middle who is trying to listen to spirit, and you've got the one on the outside edge that is going to the dark side. So what they're saying is they want you to align with the eagle, align with spirit. What is it? It's kind of like what I just said about which way you want to look at something. You can look at a situation and create it, like have it demonize you, or demonize the situation by looking at it in a negative light. You can create a monster out of something because of fear. If you look at something and it's negative, if you look at something and you see fear, and you're going to build a situation and you're going to draw that energy to you. So you want to look at the situation and not look at it through the eyes of fear, and recognize that spirit's got your back, and recognize if there is the manipulative fox, detach from it, step back and watch yourself. But don't worry, don't align with them, don't stoop to that level and play on their playing field. The hawk is also a messenger. I'm the red hawk, that's the messenger, and that's my totem. We've spoken before about, I've posted it and other people have brought it to my attention and asked me what it meant. And it's when they see a hawk has picked up hawk is fighting with a snake. And the hawk doesn't fight with a snake on its home ground. It lifts it up into air where it renders it useless, and takes it to basically to spirit. So with the dove messenger and the difference between the pigeon and the dove, you're going to take it over to the eagle, to spirit, and allow them to take it to the higher direction, so that you are coming from a higher perspective. You're coming from love's perspective. You're going to not look at fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. You're not going to make a monster out of something. It's only going to become a monster if you allow it to become a monster, if you have created it into a monster. If you believe that something can hurt you or someone can hurt you, then it can. If you believe that they can't, then they won't. That's just the way it is. You can create, we do create what's in our lives. And so if I wanted to sit there and see this scary, horrible thing that's going on, I'm going to draw that energy to me. If I'm going to align with the pigeon, who is, or the manipulative fox, I'm going to align with their energy, and I'm going to start drawing to me all this negative energy that's going to create a monstrous situation. Or I can step back, align with the eagle, allow the eagle to take care of it, detach from the sneaky fox and the manipulative pigeon who's going and taking the information and bringing it back. Detach from them. I'm not going to align with them. Or you can or at the same time throw love their way. Throw love that way. That's what the secret is. That's what the secret of the law of attraction is don't give back the negative for the negative. Either see the light in them, throw the light in them, or detach, keep yourself safe, and allow spirit to handle it. So that's all wrapped up. Also, this morning I had a situation where somebody made a comment on a post, and I thought it was my post, and I went to it, and what it was this it wasn't my post. It was actually my friend Jake's post, and he's called Jake Illuminates, and the person that made the comment was called Jacob Hicks. And the reason it grabbed me was because I thought it was the post that I had posted by Abraham Hicks. I don't know if you guys know who Abraham Hicks is, but Abraham is basically a group of entities or energies that speak through this woman, and it's called Abraham. Now, this person came on and was addressing Jake's post and saying that it says in the Bible that don't be aligned with those who are don't be consulting an oracle. Don't be aligned with those who are looking to the stars for their answer. It even says in the Bible that what was he saying? He was quoting scriptures, and he was saying basically demonizing the whole thing and making it sound like we're witches and that we're working with dark energy. And I had it caught me because I was raised, I told you, in a very religious family, and it took me 7, almost 9 years to let go of the guilt that was put upon me from this organization. That what I was doing was like he was saying, you're not dealing with angels, you're dealing with demons. You're not dealing with light, you're dealing with darkness. And I thought, that's not true, but how do I answer this person? So I went to say something, and it was gone. The comment was gone. So I said to Jake, why did you delete this? And he said, I don't have time for this. And I said, well, sometimes we need to make the time. And he says, sometimes. And I said, okay, I understand. This is his wall. So I said, I would appreciate if you could talk to me privately and explain to me how you would answer that question. And so then I let it go. And I got my own answer in the meantime, but moments later I got a video, and I posted it on my page. And it was a video of a priest at some church. I have no idea what religion it was, and it doesn't matter to me. I don't really care. But the priest had all of these children coming, boys and girls. And as they walked towards him, he shook their heads, and then he smacked them on the back of the head, and he pushed them forward. And I don't even have to read or anything. All I saw from that was, that's what religion does. They take your head and they shake it up and they confuse you, and then they beat you with your sin. And I thought, that is not love. That is not God. That is religion. That is man-made doctrine that's beating you into your head and telling you that there's something wrong with you. And I thought, there's nothing wrong with what I am doing. I am not calling myself a god. I'm not calling myself a goddess. I am actually calling myself a worker of light, whatever you want to call it. I believe in a creator. I believe in that he has angels that work for him, and I believe that I am working with those angels. I know that I am. I don't believe that it's only religious leaders that are allowed to have communication with angels. I don't subscribe to speaking in tongues, because if I don't understand something that comes out of my mouth, it's not coming from me. So I won't speak about something that I don't understand if it's not clear to me. So I don't align with that. I like the Hindu way of looking at spirituality, because they believe in one creator, a one God. All of the other things that they speak of. I mean, this is how I understand it. And if you want to correct me, go ahead. But they do believe in one ultimate God. And as far as I'm concerned, I have Lakshmi, I have Buddha, I have Ganesh, all in my room. And when I speak about them, I speak about them as energy. I speak about them as symbols. I speak about them as qualities. And Ganesh is the obstacle remover. So it makes you think about removing obstacles. I speak to Archangel Michael, who is also the one that you come to cut cords or cut through illusions or problems. The goddess, what is her name? Lakshmi is a goddess of compassion. So it's a quality. The Buddha is the happy Buddha. So I do it that way. So what I've done is I take a little bit of everything that I've learned and I bring it all together. And basically, as I'm doing all of this and I'm thinking about all of these things, I get a message back from Jake. And he gives me this beautiful explanation of, basically, I told him all this too. And he says, well, basically, you've answered your own question. We're aligned with light. We're aligned with love. What does your heart say? Does it take you to a higher place? Does it elevate you to a position of spirituality where you feel closer to God, or does it take you away? Because then you know if you're working with light and with dark. Just because you're a light worker, just because you're somebody who's working with energy, with gifts, doesn't mean that you're a light worker and a worker of light. You could be a worker going towards the negative energy. You want to call it Satan, you want to call it demons, I call it dark energy. There's dark and light, period. I am not a dark worker. I work with light. I work with angels. I work with the Creator. The oracles, cards that I use, these are tools. They're simply tools. Just like when I sit outside, and I'm sorry that you didn't get to see today's reading again, but just like the animals that come up to me, those are messengers. I understand because I've studied them. I'm a shaman. I understand what the messengers mean. I understand what numbers mean. I listen and I hear spirit on the fifth dimension because spirit has taught me what it means. So when I see things like you guys will see things, I see different things. I hear songs, but I don't hear the songs. I hear the messages in the songs. Those are tools that spirit has taught me how to use. I am not bypassing God. I am using the tools that he's giving me to understand what's going on around me so that I can help. So I needed to address this because I keep being attacked, and others, like I said, are being attacked. And we're not going to sit there on a private page every time somebody starts spouting scriptures and throwing the Bible, because we're not wasting our time with that. I'm addressing it right now so that you can rest assured, for those of you who wonder, I am not a witch. I am a person just like you. I am a spirit being wearing a human suit while I'm down here, and I'm doing my job, and my job is to deliver the message. Sometimes you don't like it, sometimes you do. It's really not my deal. I'm basically the mail lady delivering a message. So there's that. There were more that I wanted to tell you about. Great, my computer's frozen here. Oh, I like that. That kind of works, right? I got little, but hold on a second. I got to bring this back up. I had, yay. We were going to talk about, wish I could bring this up a little higher. I'll hold it, I suppose. We were going to talk about the fox, okay? Because we're not going to demonize the fox, because the fox is actually adorable. Oh, that's why I was going to tell you. Because what came up when I got that message about, when I was looking at the fox, how you can make it be an awful creature, or you can make it, or a person, or you can make it be a positive, a video popped up. This is while I was waiting to hear from Jake. A video popped up, and it was a fox playing in the water with a dog. Now, we know that the dog messenger is love, loyalty, unconditional love, protection, and friendship, right? The dog is a positive, happy totem, always. And here's a fox skipping, and they were playing in the water like best friends. So when I went to court the other day, there was a car in front of me. It was the exact same car as me, but it was red. I have a green car. My car, green is the color of your heart chakra and the color of healing. Red is passion. Think of all the colors to do with red. Love. Same car as mine, and the license plate said, Fox rocks you. And there was a negative connotation spun on it because of what was going on. The fox was the manipulative, sneaky person. That was what was going on. But I could have taken that also in a positive light and recognized there's a fox that rocks me, and that's my best friend, and he's this stealthy, playful, adaptable, quick-changing, all the different things that a fox is, right? So let's talk about the fox in a positive light instead of a negative light, all right? So basically what the fox is telling you is The circumstances that you find yourself in, they require you to take a, oh, now I'm going to be all, ugh, the lighting is so horrible here. They require you to take approach different than what you have normally would be doing. So remember, the fox is adaptable, quick changing. It's time to try a different angle because what you've been doing hasn't been working. They're telling you that the solution is at hand, because the fox is the problem solver. So see, we're looking at the fox and this is our friend. She's going to guide you to solitude and quiet and silence until a way out is shown. So you've been trying to get somewhere and you're not doing a very good job of it. So it's time to retreat. It's kind of like the fact that the fox is adaptable and quick changing and things are shifting around. It talks about a combination of persistence and patience. So it's a balance, right? Just like if you want to take it in a positive light or a negative light, if it's in the negative light, you're going to detach. You're going to take it in a positive light, you absorb that. So, but there's a balance between the two. Also, it could be that you're having trouble adjusting to a living situation, a new living situation, or a new job. Do you feel like you're barely scraping by? When the sly fox comes, it can be a signal that you need to open up your eyes so that you can see the situation for what it truly is and not what you want it to be. So see past the illusion. When I was down at the beach, a dragonfly came up right then, and I was saying, see, that's what I needed to do. I needed to look past the illusion of fear and recognize the situation for the truth. But you can also be looking at something with rose-colored glasses, and you can't do that either. You've got to look at it realistically. So when a situation or environment is difficult, they want you to allow yourself to be fluid and adaptable and flexible, the way the fox is. They're telling you that you've got everything you need. Tools, resources, money, career, everything's around you. And if you're a fox person, now here is the fox person in a really positive light, which is what I like to see. You're intensely loyal. You're a joy to be around, because if you've ever watched a fox, how they jump